Hi everyone, Trail Rooster here. Today we're doing a video on the Vortex ECU, and I'm just in the garage before we head out for the day. And I thought I'd give you a rundown of my bike and the mods that it has on it that would affect the ECU, and show it to you so you can see what we're working with. This is a 2011 KTM 350 SXF. The only mods that affects the ECU is the Yoshimura exhaust. So let's go ahead and take a look at our ECU here so you can see what we're working with. This is our ECU by Vortex. It's been done by Tokyo Mods. And the part that we're going to be focusing on today, see if I can get close enough where you can see it, is this right here. These maps. There are 10 maps. I'll put a list of the map sheet up here on the screen somewhere so you can see them, and we're going to try to go through as many of those as we can today. When I got the ECU, I wasn't necessarily looking for more power. I was looking to get more stall resistance and to free up the engine a little bit, and maybe give it less engine braking, because I've actually come from 2 strokes. So that's what I'm a little bit more used to, is less engine braking. But that should do it for this. I'll see you out in the trails. All right, we are just heading over to the trails here, and I'm on power map 1. We're letting the bike rev up a little bit, get a little bit warm. Just letting it get my body warmed up, get the bike warmed up. Well, I'll tell you something, I've already gotten a couple feet, and I can tell there's a lot less engine braking, and that it feels a lot more free revving. And I didn't even have to go very far to feel it. This power map 1 is listed as the best on track, so we'll see how it does on the trails. Whoa, it's definitely responsive. Whoa, it's super responsive. Wow. I can already tell that'll be a bit much. That'll be a bit much on the trail, but luckily we got 9 more maps to choose from. We'll give this one a ride a little bit longer. Yeah, it wants to break the tail loose. I wonder how it does with riding up a gear. Ride it up a gear a little bit and see if see how it does in the low. We'll get to slow here. We're about in 3rd gear. See if we can let it chug up this hill. This muddy hill. This Georgia red clay. Oh, there's one that flamed out.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Yeah, so definitely didn't like that. Woo, it's exciting though. The herky jerkiness is gone too, I've noticed, from the stock map. Stock map right off idle. It's very jerky. That's insane. Wow. That's crazy. I can't believe the difference. Wow, that rips. Oh yeah, I can see why you'd want that for chumping. I can see why you'd want that for jumping. The snap is like immediate. That's going to be a little bit much on the trails though, especially on a day like this where it's kind of slick. There's something intoxicating about that power though. Let's go take it on the trail and see what we got. I'm gonna do one that I know pretty well so I don't end up in trouble. See if we can find somewhere to. Here's a little trail here. Camera keeps falling down. I wonder if the mount on this Django is getting weak. Woo, that's snappy. See what's down here. Oh yeah, we got pretty serious single track over here. Yeah, even on wider trails like this, I mean, I'm sure a better rider could get a lot of work out of this, but I'm just a mere mortal, so I'll probably switch into a little bit tamer map. Let's go ahead and do that. Find a good place.
A few moments later.
Alright guys, this is Enduro. This map is number 2, and it's listed as the Enduro Traction Map 1. So, let's see what this is like. Alright, so the hit is a lot less. A lot smoother, so a lot of that exciting feel off the bottom is gone. weirdly, there's more engine braking. I was hoping for less on this map, but I mean, there's less than stock, a lot less than stock. But map 1 had less engine braking, which is surprising. I don't know how deep this is. I didn't want to just nail it and be up to my head. It's hard to think on the trail. Here's a good test. Yeah, see that? It really tractored up that. Oh, here's a big one. Oh, that's excellent. So that's so smooth now. This is my favorite so far. I'm only on 2, but it's pretty stunning the difference. That excitingness isn't there as much, but it's more under control. It's still quick. Oh yeah, this is great for trails. Over stock, it's a huge difference. Like, not even close. Definitely enjoying the traction map a little bit more. If I was going to spend my day on some high speed stuff, I would stick to the other one, but I'm not, so. Like, that was awesome. It's especially good when you consider, you know, it's a 2011 motocross bike, not an enduro bike. Yeah, a lot more confidence. I'm having a lot more confidence than I did before. We'll finish this trail and get on an open section. See how it feels when it's a little bit more open. All right, let's let it eat. Yeah. Okay, so just that right there, it didn't pull as hard, but the rear end didn't break loose either. What I'm trying to say is, map 1 feels faster. I'm going to slow down a little bit just so I can think. Map 1 feels faster, but I think I myself, as a rider, am actually faster on this one, which is a little bit less aggressive. And there is more traction. Yeah, it could just be rider error. Let's swap it out and try map 3.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
All right. We're on map 3. I believe it's traction map 2. Enduro traction map 2. Okay, so there's less engine braking than Enduro traction map, whatever the traction map I did before this one. I'll put up a graphic. Oh, good grief. That's a wall. Ooh, I like that. That's very flowy. Two-stroke-esque is what I'm thinking. Like very free-flowing engine. But it still can do that. Ooh. I might have found a new favorite map. This one feels more like I mean, no 4-stroke is going to feel exactly like a 2-stroke. That's not possible. But this feels the most similar to my YZ that I used to have. I don't have anymore, but like it just ate that up. It's a little bit more aggressive than the other one, but the engine's just slightly more responsive, but not like track 1 where it's so much you're out of luck. Whew, that's rough. More like it comes to life quicker. Like the power's not a lot different, but the bike wakes up quicker. I think this is my new favorite map. It's 3. Don't know how deep this is. That's deep. Let's get in the rut. Woo! Boy, they got a lot of rain. Yeah, this is good because like I'm not even thinking about it anymore. It just feels natural. Three is money.
Nice.
Seems to have a lot more stall resistance too. Just like I just did that in 3rd, and you saw before I did a similar turn, and it really wanted to flame out in 1. But that makes sense. It's made for a track, so if you're going that slow on a track, something's gone wrong. track trails are blown out, dude. Yeah, look, man. I picked the wrong line. There we go. I did it. I made it. Oh, I'm not looking forward to this, boys. Good, it's not that deep. I'm really not trying to get soaking wet, you know? Yeah, I like that a lot. That's a resounding success. We'll shake out the arm pump a little bit. See how 3 does on the way back to the truck. Oh yeah. That's a lot more of, that's what it is. The power is pretty close to the other map, to the first Enduro map, but the big difference is the engine braking. It's crazy how much it's reduced. Here, I'll shift down. I mean, it does it a little bit, but there's like no pitching or anything. Probably feels good to me because most of my riding has been done on 2 strokes. Jump here. Whoa, I about ate it.
1 pair of pants later.
All right, so this is map 4. It's listed as linear map high compression, which it definitely is higher compression because I noticed the bike was taking a little bit longer to start on this map. It's got plenty of poke. Very torque. This map is very torquey. Very torquey. That's what it should be named, as torque map.
So much torque, the chassis twisted coming off the line.
Well, maybe I haven't ridden the other one, so I don't know. Very torquey, like linear power is right. Like, you really don't need a lot of throttle. It kind of flattens out up top. A lot of the meat is right down on the bottom. Let's try running it up a gear. This is that same one this is that same corner I flamed out on coming up here. So this is 3rd, I'm in 4th actually. I'm in a even higher gear. Let's see if it flames out. No.
Nice.
No, so that I do think it is a more torquey map. Well, that's pretty cool, because like you could just stick it in 4th and let it chug all day long. You know what this is? This is the lazy map. This is the lazy map. This is your stick it in a gear and forget it, man. I'm really enjoying this one. When you think of a traditional like 4-stroke power, that's what this map is. That just endless torque power. Look at that.
I mean, just get a look at that.
Like, so there is the downside of it that I've seen is there's a lot more engine braking, but you can run it up a gear. From what I've felt, you can run it up a gear, which that really makes a difference. I like that one. 4 and 3 are my favorites so far. Actually, when I first started riding this map, I thought that like it felt really like a heavy power, and I thought that it might be a problem, that it was, you know, too torquey. But now that I've ridden it a little bit, like, because it lets you just pick a lower gear, I mean a higher gear, not lower gear. It's making me really like it. I dig it. Vortex makes a map switch for this. And that was a big part of wanting to test all these too, is I want to see if I want to buy a map switch. So far, I didn't think I would, but this one makes me want to buy one. Because even though it's labeled the Enduro map, map 3 anyway, even though it's labeled the Enduro map, it's a little bit more aggressive than this one just because there's less engine braking. So you kind of can ride it really kind of aggressive, like a 2-stroke. This one is for when you're tired and feeling lazy and you just want to stick it in 3rd or 4th and just let it eat. Like, I haven't changed gear this entire trail. And that's just easy to ride. Let's see how it does. I'm going to get real slow here. Now, I'm in 4th gear right now, and it's not wanting to chug. I'm sorry, not 4th, 3rd. That's pretty impressive. It makes me want to keep riding it. Let's go hit another. This is a good test. This trail looks like it's just blown out. Now, we're actually riding a gear higher than I normally would. I didn't trust it. I shifted down. I should have been brave and let it eat. Let's do it. Let's shift it up and just let it. See if I can do this trail in this gear. Oh yeah. Did you hear how deep it got? It's just chug 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 chug. This will be a good test of it. I can tell they've recently done some trail maintenance here. This trail is super loose. Oh no, that's a terrible place to hit neutral.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Oh no! That was a terrible, terrible place to hit neutral. Okay. Oh, good grief. All right, come on. Power. Come on. Yeah. It almost reminds me of like a old, not exactly, it's kind of a bold claim. It almost reminds me of like the 90s WRs. Wow. Yeah, I would get a map switch to be able to switch between those two. Find a safe place to get pulled over, and we'll go ahead and switch to the next map.
5 minutes later.
All right, so this is map 5. It's listed as Power Map 4 Modified Motor, I believe.
Wrong.
I don't have a modified motor. Some of the names on the mapping is a little bit confusing. But from when I was talking at Tokyo Mods is, he was saying the higher the number, the more aggressive. So, we'll see. Let's give this one a run. Okay. So this one, the engine is very revvy. Like it gets into the top of the rev range really quick. Wow. The engine braking is a little bit stronger than normal, but it seems like the engine itself, when you're actually applying throttle, revs a lot quicker. Wow. A high-level rider could do something with this. They weren't kidding about it being aggressive. It really wants to get into that high RPM. Like you just touch it. It's not too bad though. We just got to see how the if the stall resistance is pretty good. I wouldn't mind this one. You know, it feels similar to map 3, except map 3 was smoother. This one's got more snap. Get past these guys. Oh man, on stuff like this, better check my camera, make sure it didn't fall off. Yeah, on stuff like this, where it's flowy, this map is magic. See if I can clear the lens without stalling it. I went through that mud puddle in my lens on my camera. See if I can get it clear without stalling the bike. Hopefully that did the job. Woo! Man! Oh, I should have took that. It's all right. We'll take an easy one since this. Wow. Like through that stuff, man. Epic. This really feels epic on that fast stuff. All right. Let's see how it does on the trail. I like the less engine braking on the trails. That's good. So I can already tell this feels a little bit more hard to control in the actual woods. Right up, like that initial crack, like right off bottom, it really wants to move. We got some people here. I'm not gonna go truck past them unless they pull over. I'm not trying to race or anything. We're just testing today. It is a muddy mess. The verdict for me is it's not quite as good. I mean, it's the best fast flowing map for sure. Like, so far, this is the one I would actually take to the track, this map. If I did track stuff that often, which I pretty rarely ever do. have anything wrong with the track or anything, and I actually enjoy it. I just, I'll be honest, I'm worried about going to work in the morning, you know what I mean? That said, a well-built track. The place I like to go is a place called WMNX, and this map will be perfect there. Not so aggressive that it's gonna like completely wear you out, but it's got plenty of poke. Like you can hear I'm barely pushing the engine. That also could be I'm a little bit getting a little bit tired, you know, the day's going on, we've been riding for a while. Alright, so we'll head back. Take a little break, put some new batteries in the camera. Try out some of the other maps. Okay, so that's going to do it for this video. If you've got this far, thanks for watching. I know this is a long one. There's still 5 more maps to go, and there's no way I'd be able to fit it in this video. This video's over 40 minutes long, so I'll probably do a part 2 with the rest of them and give you a verdict of what I think of the ECU. If you like this content, please let me know in the comments, and like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks. Trail Rooster, out.